How's it going, everybody? This is Bradley Sutton from Helium 10, and with me I've got
Matt Benton. Hello, everybody.
how's it going? Today is Thursday, and this is already episode 8, believe it or not, in our Helium 10 AMAs. In other words, ask me anything. And just for those of you who are new to us, who don't know what Helium 10 is, Helium 10 is a software suite designed for Amazon sellers. It's the most comprehensive suite out there, the best value, the most accurate information. And what me personally, I used to be an Amazon seller for the last couple of years before I worked here. I've only been working here a couple of months, and I would use all of the 20 plus tools that Helium 10 has for my Amazon business. And there's a lot of value in there, guys. So if you guys have not checked out the software suite, there's a free trial that you can do. Just make sure to go to helium10.com and sign up. You won't be disappointed. And for the rest of you who are Helium 10 veterans, welcome back here. And we want to just dive right into, like we usually do, a demonstration of a certain tool. And today, Matt's going to be handling that. And he's going to be going over Magnet, right, Matt?
Yeah, so we're going to do a deep dive real quick into Magnet, more specifically how to rank for, or how to use Magnet in Helium 10 to rank for easy to rank keywords. So some keywords with really high search volume and a ton of traffic to them are tough to rank. Maybe you don't have enough inventory or enough money to float all the inventory that it takes to run a huge launch. So maybe you want to find keywords that are a little more easy to rank for, and that's what we're going to do real fast. So we've got Magnet open here. Bradley, can you share the screen?
Yep, it's on right now.
All right, so we're going to go into Magnet, and we typed in camping pillows. So in camping pillows here, then we sorted by exact phrase search volume. So Magnet is going to be the seed keyword tool in Helium 10. Cerebro is the reverse ASIN keyword lookup. So we started in Magnet today. So Magnet, we typed in camping pillows. It's going to pull up all the most relevant keywords to that seed keyword. If we look down here, actually camping pillow is number 2. So it's got a ton of search volume, right? 81,535 exact match searches. And that's the column you want to look at when you are targeting keywords for a launch or anything like that. Broad phrase is going to be anything with camping pillow in it, and it can include other words too. But you're going to want to look at exact phrase search volume. But if you go over here to the right, since we're talking about using Magnet for the purposes of a launch, we can see that it's going to take 150 units for 8 days, or if you do a giveaway in 1 or 2 days, like Bradley has done, you're going to see that it's going to take a total of 1,200 units. Or excuse me, I was on the wrong column. 840 units to rank for camping pillow. So when you're doing your giveaway, you're going to have to drive sales towards camping pillow in the amount of 840. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of inventory to give away at a steep discount or to float. And maybe you don't have that much money. So one thing we're going to do is, Bradley, can you type in camping pillows, plural? I found a keyword just before doing this that would be a good opportunity. So what we can do is we can look for a keyword or keyword phrase, usually a longer tail keyword that has lower search volume. So I think camping pillows had close to 81,000. That was a lot to rank for and a lot to give away, but we found camping pillows for sleeping, a little long tail keyword. But if your product is relevant to that keyword, you're only going to have to float or give away 32 units in total in your launch to rank for that keyword. So that's a really good and fast way to, if you're like a smaller seller or you're just starting, or maybe you only bought 300 units for your first run of inventory. So maybe giving away 10% of that, if we look here at 32 units, is more tolerable for you. So you'll want to go for a more long tail keyword. And that's how I would use Magnet to go ahead and find that. And then once you rank for camping pillows for sleeping and you start knocking off more long tail keywords that require less giveaways, you can slowly move up the rank. So you're ranking for one long tail keyword, then a second, then a third. And by the time you know it, you're ranking eventually for camping pillows, the keyword we first talked about that has a ton of search volume. So that's a good way to slowly work yourself up and catch up with the big dogs.
All right. Well, that's great. And then one thing too, I noticed that is a new-ish. If you have not been using Helium 10 in a while, you see this big black box here. It says Amazon's Choice. Basically, what that means is that for this keyword, there is an Amazon's Choice for that. That's not for all keywords. And maybe in a future Facebook Live, we're going to talk a little bit more about that, about why this is very beneficial. But that's what that means there. We see a lot of people coming on. Hello, Randolph. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Isioma. We appreciate all the support. Remember, the other way you guys can support, please make sure to give us your feedback by hitting like down below, or hitting one of the other emojis, or giving a comment. And actually stay tuned until the end. Even if you're on the replay, we're going to have a contest where I'm going to have you guys do some comments, and you're going to be able to win a prize. So I'm not going to tell you what that prize is going to be yet, but towards the end, Matt, please remind me if I forget. We're going to give away our first ever prize live, or we're not going to give it away today. We're going to show you about the prize, and we'll give it away live on our next broadcast. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into our questions now. That was our demonstration, and let me pull up the first question of the day. It's actually about magnet as well. It's from Cole. He says, the Cerebro IQ score in Helium 10, what do these numbers mean, and how do I read them? Okay, well, thank you very much, Cole, and let's go ahead and get into that. He said it was Cerebro IQ, but we actually have this IQ score in all of our different, in a couple of our different tools. Since we have this magnet open, we'll go ahead and talk about it. It's called the Magnet IQ score. And let me just read what it says here. It says the Magnet IQ score is an internal score we give to keywords to show the ratio between search volume and competition. A higher score means there is a good ratio of low competition to high search volume. The more competition there is for the keyword phrase, the lower the score. So this isn't something like that we suggest, hey, only look at the Magnet IQ score, and if it's a high score, go ahead and invest in this product, and if it's a low score, don't. But this is just one good feature. So let's go ahead and do an example here. I am going to search for a completely new keyword here, body lotion. And we'll go ahead and bring that up. Okay, now tons of results came up here, 1,308 results. And as Matt just showed you what these results are coming from and the use of magnet. But one thing right off the bat I noticed is there's a lot of like brand names in here. So one feature that's really cool about magnet that I like to use is I'm going to do the exclude phrases that contain. So I'm just going to throw in some of the brand names in here, name brands, because I don't want to look for those values. So let's go ahead and put in CeraVe, Hemp's, Vino, Nivea. If I pronounce any of those for body lotion experts out there, I'm sorry. As you can tell from my dry skin, I don't use much body lotion. But anyways, okay, so now we have a lot of words that came up here, and I'm going to sort, just like Matt did, by exact phrase search volume. Okay, so now again, Cole was asking about the IQ score and what that means. So for an example, let's look at something that has a really low IQ score. Moisturizer, okay? Now, the reason why the IQ score is low here is that look how many competing products come up. So if you were to search for moisturizer in Amazon, more than 100,000 products all have that word in there. And the exact phrase search volume is only 11,000. So we have a really low score here for magnet. But let's look at how this IQ score could come in handy. I'm just going to look at here. There's still some brand name words in here like Vaseline. Let's see. Aha. Here's a little bit higher word right here, or a higher score. 3,830. Compare that to 100. And the word is hemp cream. And it's because if you type in hemp cream, there's only a little over 1,000 keywords that have that. So that means there's not that much competition, but still decent search volume here of over 4,000. So that's why you see a higher score there. Another one, here's a really good score. CBD lotion. You know, this is something that's kind of a newer market. And this has a magnet score or IQ score of 15,000. And the reason is that 3,000 people a month are searching for it, but there's only 190 listings in all of Amazon that have CBD lotion in it. So as you can see, this is how, Cole, you might be able to use this. Maybe if you want to find a niche market where there's a lot of people searching for it, but not many competitors, well, you'd look at that Magnet IQ score, and that will give you a good guide. So thank you very much, Cole, for that. Let's go on to another question. And here's somebody with a funny name. Matthew is asking, could you talk about how you do the giveaways to rank? So Matt, can you help Matthew?
I can. So how do you do giveaways to rank? So Matthew, I'm not sure exactly where you're at in your Amazon journey, but a good place to start would be helium10.com/CPR. In there, Manny details how he would do a giveaway and a launch with the CPR giveaway numbers that both Cerebro and Magnet give you estimates for. So, and then another link I wanted to give you real quick is helium10.com/launch. And Bradley will actually pull that up real quick. And that is the case study based on the first link I mentioned of how Manny implemented this during Q4 of last year and his results. Go back to your questions to make sure I'm answering it right. I think it was detailing a launch. Could you talk about how you do giveaways to rank? So Matthew, the concept around giveaways is really each keyword or keyword phrase on Amazon is its own market. So like my example before, if I was targeting sleeping bags, I would launch my product into the market sleeping bags. I could also launch my product into a smaller market that would be sleeping bags for adults. So the idea is that I would need to drive a certain number of sales that's a function of how much that product is selling, how much the keyword is getting searched for, and a bunch of other factors that Amazon deems important. But I would need to drive sales for that certain keyword, which is a market, in order to rank or beat those competitors. So to rank for that keyword and beat those competitors. So again, the idea is I would want to either match or exceed the number of sales that the other folks on that page are driving at the time of the giveaway. So again, if you can visit those two links, helium10.com/CPR and helium10.com/launch, we'll go a little bit more into depth than I can right now. But hope that helped.
All right. Thank you very much. We have a couple things we wanted to mention. Again, let's see here. You got the list.
Yeah. Can you guys like the feed, and then also comment where you're from? And I'm curious to know how many of you are free Helium 10 users and how many of you guys are already paid. And the reason being is because the paid members see a little bit more data, so that just helps us know who we're talking to and how to best tailor I guess what we're talking about.
All right. And also too, guys, in the link or in the description of this event, we have a link there to our free ebook. We're really excited. Right before this broadcast, Guillermo Puyol here just informed us that it hit #1 on one of the bestseller ranks for Kindle books. I think it was in the technology category, one of those categories. So we have you guys to thank for that. All you guys who are getting the book. The book is free, as I said. So click on that link in the description of the video, and it'll bring you into our chat service. We'll let you know what that link is so that you can go right to that right to that ebook. And it's about seller secrets. And Matt here interviewed a whole bunch of really amazing sellers who are sharing their seller secrets with you guys. So please make sure to hit that link. And thank you guys for all of you who have done it already. Let's see. We have another question here. This is from Doreen. Let me go ahead and get this question up on the screen. She says, how do I use 5K Checker? So let's go ahead and just do a quick demo of it. Let me put this to the broadcast. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in an ASIN here of a collagen product. This is a collagen peptides that I had pulled up earlier. All right. So the way you would want to use 5K Checker is you're wondering what you're indexed for. You want to know what to make sure that it's possible for your product to come up in a search for a certain word or keyword phrases. So this is a collagen peptides product. So I'm just going to throw in some words that we normally would think of that pretty much I know for sure are in this. There's the product. It already came up. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to type in collagen peptides. I'm going to type in collagen peptides powder. So I'm pretty sure that those are going to come up. But I'm going to throw in something that I know is not in this listing. Sumo wrestler. Okay. Now I'm going to hit check keywords. If somebody's wondering why I keep referencing sumo wrestler, I actually used to be a sumo wrestler, believe it or not. If you don't believe me, look up MTV True Life. They did a documentary about me because I'm a weird guy who used to be a sumo wrestler. And if you think I'm pretty large sitting next to Matt here, you should have seen me when I was a sumo wrestler. Anyways, here we go. Keywords index. So what this did was it is telling us now, a 5K checker, that collagen, collagen peptides, and collagen peptides powder are all indexed on Amazon, but sumo wrestler is not. So let's say this was a more reasonable word, like collagen peptides powder for bulletproof coffee or something. Or you're like, hey, I really want to make sure. So if this came up as keywords not indexed, I would know, hey, this word probably is not in my listing. I got to check out my listing and see how I can get that in there. So that's how we would go ahead and use 5K checker. So thank you for that question. And now let's go ahead and go to another one here.
Trish, you're in Irvine. Thanks for commenting. David, Trish, you better come by the Helium 10 social on September 7th.
Yeah, Trish.
Hope to see you. Jackie, David, who else do we got? That's all I see right now. Thanks for commenting.
All right. Well, speaking of the, you talked about the social. Check out this question from Susan. It says, do you host any live hands-on training on location or maybe regional get-togethers? I think it would be really helpful. Matt, can you answer Susan here?
Yeah, Susan, thanks for your question. We are having a Helium 10 social, the first ever, on September 7th, just across the street from our headquarters here. So we're in Irvine, California. That's going to be on September 7th from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. So would love if you can make it out here, and we would love even more to chat about the tools, talk shop, talk Amazon, and there's going to be a ton of folks there, a lot of folks that are smarter than us. So it's going to be a lot of fun to talk with you guys and, meet you face to face.
All right. We have time for maybe one more question. So let's go ahead and go to Jane now. And Jane says, when you find redundant keywords, how do you create them to make titles such as knee brace and knee support? You mentioned that you want to use exact keywords. Does it mean that you have to use both knee brace and knee support by using the word knee twice? Jane, that's an excellent question, and a question that actually Helium 10 tools can help you out with. So let's go ahead and share my screen again. Let's go ahead and run some of our products on here. And I'm going to first start out with Magnet. All right. So let's say she talked about she wants to really rank for some words that have to do with knee brace. So I'm going to do a search in Magnet for knee brace. An error has occurred. That's because it's still loading. All right. I think it's because we have so many viewers on. You guys are bogging down our system here. We're on Wi-Fi. I'm going to have to enter in another screen here. So anyways, as I was saying, I'm trying to enter this search for knee brace. And now she already had done some research that knee brace came up, knee support, and she wants to know. I'm going to go ahead and while this is loading, open up Scribbles. All right. She wants to know, do I need to put the word knee twice? So I'm going to put the words in here, for example, knee brace, that she said, knee support, and let me keep putting Magnet back on. There we go. Knee brace. Let's see if it's ready now for us. You have searched this before. I'm going to do a new search for it. All right, there we go. Okay, here we go. So knee brace. I'm going to search by exact phrase search volume to get the top words. And look at that. Knee brace. She already knows her stuff. Susan, not Susan, who was that? Jane. Jane, you already know your stuff. She already knew the #1 keyword for this was knee brace, and she also put knee support. I'm just going to look for a couple more here. There's knee support right here, 74,000. I'm going to put knee sleeves just to put that in here. I'm going to maintain phrases. You guys will understand what that means right now. So knee brace, knee support. What did I say? Knee sleeves. And I saw the word running. All right. Running. I'm just going to say running brace. All right. Now, if you notice what I did here was I clicked maintain phrases. That means that that this is going to tell me if I have this word in my listing. So now I'm going to create the title, all right, and I'm going to put knee brace top rated. Now, as you see, as I put knee brace, it went from up here down to down here, knee brace. That means I've used that word and I've used the individual keywords knee and brace. All right. Top rated. And maybe somewhere in my bullet points, I'm going to say great to use as a running brace. There's another keyword. And look what happened. Running brace went from up here to down here. All right. So now I've used that phrase in phrase form, running brace. Now, maybe in my description, I'm going to say, great knee support and also optional knee sleeves. All right. Now notice that it only disappeared from up here under unused words once I typed it in phrase form. So what I usually do is I first go through, just like Jane is talking about, and I'll copy the biggest word phrases, maybe only 5 or 10 that I really want to get in phrase form, because when you have a keyword phrase that's really high ranking and that gets a lot of searches, you want to have it in phrase form because Amazon gives a little bit more juice when you have it in phrase form. All right, I could have knee in one part of my listing and sleeve way at the bottom, and yes, I'll come up in a search for knee sleeve, but if you have knee sleeve together, it's important. So I'll put a whole list of 10 words right here that I really want to make sure. So then after that, what I'll do is I'll maybe go through and I'll copy all of the rest of the keywords that I want to, and I can do that in here in Frankenstein that I want to rank for. I'll copy it to Frankenstein and I'll paste it all in here, just the individual words itself. All right. And those you probably only want to put once in your listing, just as Jane was asking. So to answer your question again, Jane, using scribbles, yes, you want to make sure some really important key phrases are in phrase form in your listing. And you can do that by clicking the maintain phrases in scribbles. But for the rest of your keywords that maybe aren't so important, you want to get it in your listing, but you don't want to waste your valuable real estate, because Amazon keeps shrinking how many words we can actually have in our listing, whether it's in the front or back end. So the real estate's very valuable. You don't want to keep repeating keywords. So you would take off this maintain phrases key right here, and then every time you use that word anywhere in your listing, it'll just go ahead and click down here to use keywords. So I hope that helps. Jane, if you need any more advice on that, please feel free to comment again right here, and we'll definitely be able to help you out. So believe it or not, we just went through over 20 minutes already of questions and demos, and we really love how the time flies. Does the time fly for you guys too? I know it does for John. John just joined us. He came late for the party.
John, Brayson, Kelly, thank you for signing up. Glad to have you. Who else?
We got Kurt here. We got Jackie, David. All right. Thank you guys for all the support. And again, all right. So now it's come to the time where I was going to talk about, I said we're going to have a special giveaway. So for those of you who have put below your, what do you tell them to do? You tell them to put where they're from, right? And if they're a paid or paid user or a free user or a new user. So make sure to comment. What we're going to do live on Tuesday is we're going to pick a random winner from all of you who have commented on there. And the winner is going to get one of these Helium 10 t-shirts. All right. Now, if you need Matt to sign it, he'll go ahead and sign it before we send it out. But if not, we'll just go ahead and send this to you. So the only way to enter this contest, if you just comment below, and this is also for you guys who are on the replay. I don't care if you're watching this, anytime this whole weekend, you guys have until next Tuesday to go ahead and reply with where you are. And if you're a free member, you're a new member, or you're a diamond member, a platinum member, we want to know. Please put that in the comments below, and we'll just so that there's no funny stuff. So I think John might try and say, hey, can I give you guys $20 in order to make me the winners? Just so you know, we're not playing any favorites. We're going to actually pick the winner live with one of those random checkers that they have on the internet. So John, you can't do that.
So between today and August 28th, next Tuesday, when we'll do the next AMA, just comment where you're from, and that was it. Yeah, comment below. Yeah, comment where you're from, or you can also put if you want 2 entries, you also can put if you are a diamond or a platinum member. Shlomo, good to see you. Brooklyn, New York. I used to live in Brooklyn, New York, so I was in Brooklyn Heights. So maybe we were neighbors and we didn't even realize it. We got Southampton, UK.
All right. It's probably what, 10 o'clock over there? Who is that? Doran? Kelly's a new Diamond member. Welcome. Who else we got here, Matt?
Jackie, I think I mentioned you.
Yeah.
Who else? Uriz. Awesome name.
I love that name.
Awesome. Canada paid. Great.
She's from Canada, Montreal.
Thank you, guys.
All right. So again, thank you guys very much for tuning in. We're going to be back here on Tuesday. Please let everybody know the website to submit questions in the meantime for between now and next Tuesday.
Yep. Submit your questions for next week at helium10.com/questions. Ask us any question, Helium 10 related, or Amazon. We'll try to get to the Helium 10 ones first. If we have more time, we can get to more general questions. So helium10.com/questions.
All right. And then again, right here in the description of this video, you can hit the link to our free ebook, Amazon Seller Secrets Revealed. So thanks a lot, guys, and have a great weekend. And we'll see you back here on Tuesday, 3 p.m. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.